basic shapes, they're probably one of the most useful items in Bloxburg. You can stretch them, pull them, twist them, but have you ever thought to build an entire house out of basic shapes in Bloxburg? Well, in today's video, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get started! Okie dokie, guys, so I'm trying to think what the first thing I would start with is when I build a house, and I guess it will be the wall. Now, you might be thinking, Reese's, why the hell are you already placing a wall? You're already breaking the rules, you dummy. Well, no. Obviously, I'm gonna delete this wall, but I'm just using it as like a little template so I can see exactly how thick a wall is. Now, look at how close I'm doing this. I'm literally being like a forensic scientist right now. And that should... Oh, no. I just deleted the basic shape. So here we go. We now have a fake wall. Perfect. Now, when you're building with basic shapes, you have to have many different wall types. For example, some have to have gaps for your windows. Normally, I wouldn't do windows till like a little bit later, but all of the rules are out the window today. And I simply need this to be perfect. Like, it's not a want, it is a need. So there we go. I think that is a decent size for a window. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we've got the outline of the window, but now we need to place the actual window in. And I probably should not be placing this on a slant. That is going to make things very difficult. So I actually think I'm going to use the semi-transparent. So this part here is pretty self-explanatory. We're just putting a sheet of glass in the middle. And then I'm just going to outline the borders. And I swear this better work or I'm going to scream. And then finally, we're getting these ultra thins. And we may as well make a French window. Now, I feel like I should have said this at the start, but the vibe I'm going for is like really aesthetic cottage houses. Because when I'm normally building, I never do like cool custom roofs. But since we have to use basic shapes today, I was thinking, why not try and do one of those like cozy slanted roofs? And why is the brown actually so cute? I'm thinking I might just leave this for once the default color of brown. Next up, we need to add shutters using these structural planks or whatever these little things are called. And there we go. We have now got our staples in. It only took 25 minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to make sure my builds are central. So I'm going to make a big, gigantic X, which you can hardly see in the snow. But basically, that is how you find the center of the plot. Now, I don't think our front garden is going to be very big because we're not allowed to do anything other than basic shapes and structural items. So we're gonna have to make our own gardening. So before we start that, let's get these walls in. I'm thinking just a window each side. And if you think this house is gonna be a mansion, think again. Think again. I do not have the strength to make another mansion out of custom shapes. And we can try switching it up with the windows. Like we can have two in one go. Oh, that's so cute. But flipping hell, it is expensive. Those ones are 1,700 each. But I've already done this uneven. Am I actually unwell? I wanted us to have a double front door. Guess that's not happening anymore. So as you walk in, I guess we could have you walk into the kitchen dining. Like, we never normally do that, do we? So yeah, you're walking into the kitchen dining room. Then straight into the middle, down here, is going to be like our lounge room. And then each side, we're going to have a bedroom. So there we go. This is the outline of our house. Now, normally, I would never do my doors this thin. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, if we were to normally have a wall here with a door, as you can see, it goes all like stuck in the corner. Hate that. But since we're building with basic shapes today, I'm thinking we can make like a cutey little door. And now is what we need to make the door with. So normally I do glass doors, but I don't really think I want glass doors inside of this house today. So then we'll pop the structurals down like that. No, like this. Now, I do not know if this is 100% even, but we're just going to have to hope so. And then the design on this side is going to be lines instead. And it's definitely not doing that because it's way easier. And there we have it. So all that's left is to make this aesthetically colored. And there we go. This is my door. It looks so bad. Now, if you've never built basic doors before, they don't really work. You actually have to like just make them permanently open. So there we go. And then obviously we're going to have another door going into the lounge. So now is what you've probably all been waiting for, the roofs. We're going to do the roofs at the same time as we do the floors, which might sound a little bit confusing, but just trust the program. Just trust the program. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the floors, obviously, just flat, basic shapes, flat as a pancake. And these are just going to be my regular, like some planks. And then we'll just pop these in quickly. And there we go. That is the flooring. And I just made it all the same because, as you can see, like it's all mismatched. I can't really just color certain rooms. Now, I know I said I was gonna do the roofs and the floors at the same time. That's because I originally planned to like copy and paste the roofs like this. So obviously it went together. But then I was shocked to find out that it gave me this red sign, which I don't like seeing the red sign. In fact, it makes me very angry. So on screen now is my little inspiration picture. We're actually gonna be starting off with a porchway roof. And here is where we're gonna be using another basic shape that isn't just the basic cube. It is called the concave. Is this the right one? I don't know. This is like the one I see like Capdo and Faulty using in all their thumbnails and looks flipping amazing.
A few minutes later.
That looks disgusting. Right, I think what it is, I think I'm gonna have to move this along one. Maybe we need a cube in the middle. Yeah. Anyway, I want the roof once again to be planks. Kind of like that sand blue theme that we've got going on everywhere. No, do you know what? I thought of another idea.
Bombastic side eye.
Next up, we're going to be outlining it with some structural beams. And I don't know what came over me to like make me do this video. Do I just love making work for myself? Do you know what? That doesn't actually look half bad. The only thing is, we need to actually make sure that continues along the whole house. And I'm determined to actually make this look nice. So up on here, I'm actually then going to make the roof go in like that. But not only this, shall we add like a nugget roof? So I've never done a custom nugget roof before. These are gonna be the sides, and then we've got to have a bit of a longer side. This is actually my dream, to have a room in the roof that you can actually use. As for the window, I don't know if this is gonna be as easy. Oh, so we'll also make it a little bit shorter. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, I love that. Okay, there we go. That actually looks so cute. It's got a big smile on my face, mainly because it's flipping done finally. And there's one final thing I want to do, and it's in fact going to be little fake windows. So this is something that I'd add just on one of my regular houses anyway. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to get a flat basic shape. And remember, you can do this on any house. Then you just pop these outlines on the front. And then you basically... Oh, it's probably going to do that red thing, isn't it? So finally, I just want to like finish this roof off, mainly because it's actually doing my head in now. So we'll have it like that. And then coming off this side, we're going to have a similar thing. But obviously, like, we're not going to add rooms on this side. We'll just add the fake window. So of course, I'm just placing this onto both sides. And the only real thing I can complain with about this challenge is the timing. Like, building with basic shapes is so much fun. Like, you feel so creative. But oh my goodness, does it take time. Now, are we never ever going to talk about what the top of this build looks like ever again? That's right, guys. Yeah, we understand? Good. Although somehow, in all of that kerfuffle, my little roof here got knocked away. I'm so sorry. Sadly, it's still not quite time to go inside yet. We need to custom make some fences. I'm thinking the easiest ones to do here are probably going to be these, although even that is difficult as hell. But to be fair, it's going to be like a lot easier than doing those ones, isn't it? So let's go ahead into basic shapes and we'll pop 1, 2 along. And oh my gosh, the temptation, guys, the actual urge just to go like that. But then it wouldn't really be a challenge video, would it? And it would all just be for nothing. It'd be pointless. Then we got to make sure that these are the right width and height. So there we go. We've now got that in place. And you might be thinking, well, Reese's, you've made it a little bit too short. That is because, as you can see, the fences actually like reach over, whereas when you build with basic shapes, they do not do that. So it's all Gucci. Is this about the same size? And to make it look extra realistic, I'm actually gonna like match the colors. Guys, that looks pretty much spectacularly the same, doesn't it? Now, God forbid how much this is going to cost to copy and paste. My bet is 2,000. What? Oh, no. I mean, I guess I did predict it. So, 2,000 a fence. I'm never complaining about the OG price of these ever again. As for our porchway, I think we're going to have to use these again.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, heaven help me now. I was going to suggest using vases as a railing. That ain't going to work, is it? So what I think we're going to have to do is just use a bunch of these basic cylinders. Oh, for flip's sake. These are ridiculously expensive. 10 for $4,000. What the hell? I look like Kim Kardashian?
I'm Kim Kardashian West. I'm a mother, millionaire.
And did you guys see? The Kardashians were in London the other day. Hashtag wish I saw them. And as I said, y'all, these are gonna be the pathways. So we're just gonna color them medium stone gray concrete at this stage. And then I guess, ooh, I was thinking we could do striped grass. Like, I know that's not that crazy to do, but it's gonna be kind of fun to do it with basic shapes, isn't it? And guys, later on, I'm going to see my friend who I haven't seen in ages. And isn't it so fun, like going to see an old friend that you haven't seen in such a long time? I don't know why I'm just randomly saying that, but I love giving you guys random updates on my life. It's like my favorite hobby to do. Anyway, I promise we are almost going inside now. I am fed up with this outside, and I'm sure you guys are probably getting a bit fed up with it too. There's only so much effort I can put into the exterior of a build. Now, I think the items that we are allowed to use that aren't basic shapes are lanterns, are lights. That's the one thing that I'm gonna allow myself, because that is the one thing that you can't like recreate with basic shapes, because otherwise this build would just be pitch black. But there we have it, guys. That is the front lawn. It is now time to go inside and start decorating. So we're going to begin with the kitchen dining room. Now, I'm very excited for the kitchen because I love recreating the counters. But first things first, we're going to have to do the dining room. Now, I actually find it's easiest to base your basic shapes off of real life items. So I have them like that, and then obviously the one in the middle is not going to be a leg, it's going to be the big body. And that way, the chairs are actually going to slot into it and be the perfect height. Although, we're not actually even allowed to use these chairs, are we? Oh, that's so depressing. They look so good. This is actually cruel and bullying behavior. Anyway, we might as well recreate this chair since apparently I'm so in love with it. All right, it's going well so far. We've only placed 2 blocks, but it's going well. And it looks like we've got some more of these raised up. Right, get out of the way. Oh, flip, I'm moving the whole house. And then reverse Uno card. We'll pop these like that. Oh, guys, I have actually done this really cleverly, I think. As I'm finishing it off, do you guys want to hear like a funny slash the most embarrassing story of my entire life? I was on holiday recently, just in Prague for a few days. And basically, I was on the balcony. And you know those favorite pair of jeans? Everybody has a pair of jeans that are just their favorite. Now, mine were especially my favorite. I would wear them pretty much every day. And then when it was wash day for them, I'd be really sad because I'd have to wear something else. I was on the balcony. I bent down to like get the door stopper out from under the door. They rip a humongous tear down my bum, like literally right down the center. The seam split, and it was like revealing my whole bum. I was actually mortified. And then not only that, but my favorite jeans are then just ripped. So they have to go in the bin, and I can't bring myself to put them in the bin yet, guys. Anyway, I don't really know what that random story has to do with a chair, but I just had to tell someone. So finally, we've got to like put in the actual seat part of this. And there we have it. So that looks pretty similar to me. Now, if I was to normally color this chair, I think I'd be coloring the sides black, wouldn't I? And then the middle, like light stone gray. And please, for the love of mercy, be copy and pasteable. It is. Thank heavens from above. This chair is going to be used in pretty much every room now. I can just guarantee it. Now, remember earlier I said I wasn't allowed to add plant pots that were my own. I feel like you guys wouldn't mind if I made the plant pot custom, but then maybe I can actually use real life plants. Like, does that matter? Because that, come on now, you guys know my building skills. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do that custom. So next up is the kitchen. So once again, it's gonna be all about basing it off a real life one. And in my books, this modern one is probably the easiest to recreate. Okay, there we go. It just looks like the elegant one now, doesn't it? So we'll have this wrap around just like I would in a normal kitchen, except obviously we're gonna have to then custom make appliances. So that's fun. Honestly, I don't know why I've actually chose to do this today. It was really quite random. So how I see it is we've got like a little one underneath there. And that just reminds me of the video of Alison Hammond when she like loses the oven door.
For 20... Where's the door gone?
Now, once again, we need the cylinders. Now, I feel like that is good enough. Like, if you looked at this, you would know it's an oven, right? And finally in the kitchen, you need a custom fridge. That's right. And then just some lines down the middle. Oh, I love this. But it does not feel like Bloxburg in the slightest, does it? Now, weirdly enough, I'm going to be doing the bathrooms next because the last thing that's going to be placed in this kitchen is a bowl sink. Absolutely love that. And it's fully copy and pasteable as well. So I'm going to grab this island and then we're going to pop that there. And as I say, these are going to be going into the bathrooms. We also can't forget about the closet. Now, I'm a bit concerned about how to do this because there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to make these like a fake t-shirt. Good old-fashioned built-in wardrobes. But then rather than having a bunch of clothes, it's just going to have these handles. But by the way, who the hell puts a wardrobe in a bathroom? Am I actually dumb? Next up, we need to do the bath and then the toilets. But there we go. So all we've got left to do is the bedrooms and the little lounge room. Now, I have just realized we technically have another room up here. So I guess we could add a staircase. Oh my gosh, we haven't even added a roof in.
A few minutes later.
But there we go. We have now got a staircase that goes all the way up to the top. Goodness knows why I didn't color it first. Like, look at all these $5 bills. This could probably afford a new iPhone, knowing this economy. And guys, you might be thinking, oh, Reese's, take the roof off. It's dark in here. The roof is off, guys. The roof is literally off and it's still this pitch black. But there we go. Now we actually have a little upstairs room. So I think next of all, we are in desperate need of a little end table. We're going to need them in the bedroom and we're certainly going to need them in the lounge room. So we might as well just bite the bullet and get them done. If you're wondering, I'm just going to be doing a very, very simple lollipop design. So obviously up here is just a single bed. So obviously the bed is not done. Like, that would actually be so nasty if I left the bed like that. But are we allowed to use comforters? I know it's technically not a basic shape, but isn't that just so perfect to just slot on the end here? It can even be resized, guys. Look, now we need like an armchair. And don't worry, I'm going back to the old basic shapes for this one.
What is that?
So since we've done that bedroom, we can basically just do a similar thing in these ones. And in this challenge, copy and pasting has actually been the biggest blessing, hasn't it? So we can basically, oh my gosh, wait, we can have a twin bedroom this side. Obviously, we don't want like the older kids to have nursery bedding. So we'll swap this up. And then in this room over here, scrap the comforter in that. We can go ahead and go in and get the big dada comforter instead. Now on the wall in the master bedroom, I am going to be custom making an entertainment center. So I actually want this part to go on the top. So I'm going to definitely use that when it comes to it. Anyway, I've low-key forgot like what an entertainment center even looks like. And I can't be bothered to get one out. And look.
You're lazy.
So I guess they have like a little shelf on the bottom, right? And then, oh yeah, we're going to need more of these. Now, making a TV, I cannot even complain about that because it is literally the most simple thing ever. It's just a big black square. So now that we've got this, oh my gosh, only 6,000 as well. No, I'm sorry. That is actually a good deal. So we're obviously going to flip it, have it in this lounge room. And with that, guys, the basic shape house is built. Okay, chickens, here we are out the front of the house. Now, if you were to build this house normally, it would probably cost you about $30,000. I'm being deadly serious here. This has cost us $261,000. But from the exterior, you've got to admit, it is like a cozy bungalow. I would be impressed with this if I built this with normal building equipment, let alone with basic shapes. Like, every single part of this is basic. Although, I just want to see, like, are these... They are! There's no glass here. You could just jump through the window. Also, how flipping skinny am I to fit through that tiny square? So as we walk inside, we obviously have like a very, very strange ceiling. So I fixed the roof now, but as you walk in, you have the kitchen. So I think the kitchen's one of the more obvious rooms that is built out of basic shapes. Like, I don't really know what normal oven looks like that. But when you spin around to the dining room, if I just saw this in a screenshot, I would not bat an eyelid. It's pretty average. Here is the lounge room. Now, this is a little bit more obvious. The sofas look like they're straight out of Murder Mystery 2. Next up, we have the two bedrooms. So this is the kids' bedroom. Pretty nice and simple. Now, oh yeah, I can fit into the bathroom. Sadly, you can't actually wash yourself in this house, which is a bit disgusting. And then through the other side, we have the master bedroom, which can't fit in here, but we basically just have an entertainment center, a bed, and another bathroom. And then finally, we actually have a little upstairs, which you can walk up very easily, which is the sort of loft bedroom. I hope you guys like this video. It's something a little bit different. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, you guys.